Taste is a trap that is capitalized on by our controllers by using processed foods and artificial flavors and sugar that is pumped into pretty much everything. When you cook food, it burns out the nutrients. That's what fire does, is dry up and char everything. And the only reason ancient man did cook his food is one, if he lived in a cold enough climate that he needed to thaw it because it had become frozen, or two, as a way of preservation. Just as water dilutes and dissolves, but we are meant to think it hydrates, if you eat raw meat, it still has so much liquid trapped inside, and if you drink raw milk, you'd be surprised how little water you'll want anymore. We're not meant to drink 8 glasses or a gallon, however much we're supposed to drink a day. And when you look at who owns a lot of the water bottle companies, it's the big soda corporations. And again, they just feed off of our ignorance to make a profit off of us. And it just shows how out of touch we've become with what it means to be a human being, that they've socially engineered us to gravitate towards artificial things of all kinds. If you do eat cooked food, make sure to leave close to an hour in between intervals of eating raw food, or else you will feel sick because your stomach has trouble processing both at the same time. Also, you won't want to eat as much in general, because after the initial couple of weeks of carb cravings wear off, you will feel full for much longer. This is just my advice based on my research and life experiences. So disclaimer, it's your choice what to do and how you want to live, but preferably you should start in moderation to let your bacteria return to its normal level. And obviously don't just pick up any random piece of steak at the local supermarket full of additives and loaded with hormones. Get the pricier, grass-fed, pasture-raised, wild-caught, all that good stuff. If this is still too radical for you, even though I am a living testament to its success, and I've only been on it for about a year, and this is the best that I've ever felt. I guess you could just obey authority, what government-funded medical doctors suggest, and continue to eat what the food pyramid guideline says, with plenty of breads and pastas, plenty of servings of those, which just sit and turn into fat and have very little nutrition at all, just like pasteurized milk and heart-healthy cereals. There are so many ways that the elites are eliminating us, and they hide it less and less because they're confident that this is their planet and we will always remain on our knees. I know that may sound depressing, but I intend for it to encourage you to take action, because what they do affects everyone from the young to the elderly, from newborns even. Although right now I'm talking about having a healthy immune system, and please stop sanitizing everything. There is much that people have an immediate knee-jerk reaction to because they have had such a thorough job of brainwashing done to them, unfortunately. And most of my work, my books, my videos, if you look at it, it goes contrary to everything we've been taught, especially education, the whole education system. As in the Matrix movie, which I covered, how Morpheus talks about the older people and how they've been in the system for so long that it's harder to save them because they've become so accustomed to it. For me, that is the most difficult part, that there are humans everywhere, including those that I love dearly, that will never wake up and embrace enlightenment. I can offer piles of proof, but some will not want to doubt the system and will think that I am attacking them, and then they will even go on to defend their abusers. What I am intending to do with all these episodes, with all the books that I write, and my whole life, is to unite everyone so we can combine our resistance, we can combine in resistance and rebellion. The accompanying documentaries for today, the first one is the New World Order DIEt, the first ever anti-vegan documentary. And again, it's just one of the ways that they kill us every single day. And just so you can see that all that I've talked about so far with this raw carnivore diet and stuff, it's not just my perspective, it's coming from plenty of researchers and all of their findings. And the next one is the Great Global Warming Swindle. I don't remember if this one talks so much about Agenda 21 and Agenda 30, but in one of the past documentaries that I've said for you guys to look up if you want, it's called How Big Oil Conquered the World and Why Big Oil Conquered the World, from the Corbett Report. I would definitely look up that one about eugenics and stuff. And the last one is Amber O'Hearn, and she's a carnivore diet researcher. I'll look up some of her lectures where it shows that she has a PowerPoint behind her and she's giving a speech to an audience, and she just goes over all of her studies. And the recommended reading for today is Full Spectrum Dominance, with the subtitle Totalitarian Democracy in the New World Order, and it's by F. William Engdahl. And it just talks about all the power and control that is going on around us right now and what it's all going to amount to. And it's going to be good if you're on the inside track and you're the 1%, the elite, but for 99% of us, it's going to suck really badly. And future generations are just going to wake up into this hell, this terrible world. And so I'm just trying to spread the word as much as I can so that doesn't happen and they don't win. Because then we won't have a choice. We won't know any better. I implore you not to listen to involuntary authority, lest you endanger not only your life, but all life on Earth. And that may sound pretty dramatic, but it's nonetheless true.